unraveling. It burns! My mind's ablaze! Make it stop! Alchemist bastards! What did your drugs do to me? Don't lose reason, Veronique! Don't give up! Don't give in! Don't lose reason, Veronique! Don't give up! Don't give in! Not to them. Never give in. Forgive me. I did terrible things to you. That drug. They're pure. Please, I beg of you. Nothing must leave this test subject, created from the legacy of the ruins. If you mean she did pass through here, back... We were rivals once. I die as I lived, without regret.
Until the bitter end. But even if we could have helped her, it was far too late. At least her suffering is over. I hope she can be at peace and rest now.
I suppose I should expect to meet strange people in such a strange place. I smell blood on you. But, interesting. Still, that doesn't prove we aren't enemies. Let me get this straight. Quite by accident, you found an object. If all that is true, can you show me this object? This is a photo of Leia and her two apprentices. I'll take you at your word that you wish to help Leia. My name is mine to hold. But you have my word that I am not your enemy. Nor I consider any enemy of the alchemists an ally. Stay. I'm tracking a dangerous relic the alchemists freed from the ruins. A calamity that is real. But the immense power of that relic wasn't enough to satisfy the alchemists. They also retrieved the remains of the ancient. These experiments have yielded results already, transforming one test subject into a living weapon. If you plan to continue exploring this facility, take this horn. No matter where you are in this facility, I'll hear it and come to your aid. Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers will lie. But a great title such as that comes with many risks. Leia is desperate to find any news of him. It must be even worse for her since she has lost an apprentice once. Would you like to ask me anything more? Trouble erupted at the zoo, and Romeo went to deal with it alone. Leia and Romeo had their own brand of justice. I wouldn't call them vigilant. Regardless, Romeo could handle himself. Nothing should have troubled him on this mission. It's possible that this is some old grudge coming back to stab Leia in the back. Leia maintains several places along the coast that she uses as base camps. I'd seek her out in that area. I'm just someone fighting against the Alchemists, but I must hide my identity to protect the person. I can't rest until I finish investigating the Alchemists. If you... Take a look at this. It looks almost human-like. I dare not imagine, but I'm certain this tree. The Rose Estate. I have heard whispers. Mere rumors, really. If true, the tram should be at the end of this. If you find the Overseer, be sure to blow the horn. No matter where you are in this facility.
think our test subject is behind that door. Where else could it be? Nerves of steel, buddy. Alright, now let's show this overseer who it's dealing with.
I'll repulse. Rest in peace, wretched warrior. A hard-fought victory over a dangerous opponent. But we have granted its soul. May this creature which woke to misery. You showed great skill during this fight. You must have had a great teacher. Well, my mission here is complete. I'll make my way to Hotel Krat from here. If you're looking...
I need more time. I'm coming, Romeo. I swear I won't be late. Not again. Not like I was with Carlo.
Well, if it isn't the lad who stalks the legendary stalker. Are you hurt anywhere? So very glad to know you are unharmed, my good fellow. Like me, surely you've heard of the tragedy of the Zelator underground facility. And Veronique, to think she met such a horrible... We disagreed on nearly everything. But there was respect. I must know. Did she... The legendary stalker. And you know where she's going? If you do, there may be a way we can offer her a bit... The Rose Estate. Ah, you are perhaps seeking the Alchemist tram. There was a tram here once, a long time ago, but it was deep under... You can keep looking for it, but that tram to the Rose Estate's been out of... I'd assume Veronique's vanguard took it down for, But you might yet be in luck. If you're looking for a route to the sea, this key was given to me by an alchemist before he claimed it opened a secret passage to the coast. You can get more useful. Just past the ruins of the tram station, you'll see an entrance. Not sure why I held on to it. I just had a feeling it could be useful to someone. This is alchemist territory. One might say this place is where all the ergo we use comes from. But the alchemists found something else underground. Something so dangerous, most of them fled. Only mining puppets left in there now, still working away. But that doesn't make it safe. Let's call me. I had some things to look into. As it happened, I took a rather pointless detour. But I'm still doing my best. Veronique was my rival. But was she a hero? Yes. And as I reflected, I've learned I'm no hero. There is no greatness within this cowards. Oh, I've only heard rumors. I certainly haven't seen it in person. I've heard alchemists found it sealed away in the ruins deeper underground. Now, I don't buy this, but my sources claim the discovery was perhaps that is why the alchemists seem to have...
You made it out of the underground facility. Speaking of which, I see you have an alchemist's cipher machine. Decrypting it should reveal what the owner's hidden. But it requires a matching... If I might, I will take it off your hands. I can't offer anything in exchange. We share a common enemy. Any enemy of the alchemists is a friend of mine. Let's unlock it and see what's inside. We're in luck. It still functions. This reminds me of a tale I once heard. Most people thought it was an urban legend, but I'd always found it troubling. Fine. Any enemy of the alchemists. I'm unsure if I should even tell you this. Leia suffers. She hides it from the world. I have no idea how long she has left. But for someone like... There's very little to be done to help her. It is... Since Leia and I are not strangers to one another, I have been... The official statement is that the alchemists are developing a cure. Perhaps a true cure will be found someday. But I gave Leia painkillers that help her endure the worst of the disease. Please help her by fighting at her side. Have you seen what's behind the hotel? Another tree that bears... I believe the alchemists are attempting to reproduce, perhaps, I hope, anyway, this tree. I did some investigating on my own. As I suspected, perhaps you don't know, long ago, Leia neutralized an... At the moment, we know nothing of this puppet's whereabouts. Look into the name. I worry about Leia. This may, if you can. Any enemy of the alchemist.
Oh, dear me. An authentic pocket watch made by a master horologist. You know, the first workshop techs were master horologists, clockmakers from foreign lands. Their watches are as intricate as all. My duty as a collector is to preserve these youthful passions of the greats. I would pay handsomely. Oh my, you found my bag. Thank you. In fact, I'm quite certain it contains items you may find particularly useful. Well met, Master Stalker. Lamacchio. Oh, you just missed him. He left in a rush. As the leader of the bastards, he is a busy... The legendary backbreaker, you mean? No, all I know is that she is far too rough on ordinary citizens when rescuing them. Please tell her that.